What's poppin', peeps? It's your boy for CancerMoonsTarot, and welcome into the daily reading. The first sign I see is the first sign I read. Let's get it poppin', baby, and see what's going on for all 12 of my motherfucking Zodiac signs in love. Hopefully, you guys are doing fantastic. If so, let me know down in the comments down below. Links in the description box down below for my Instagram, my Twitter, or my TikTok. If you want to drop a follow, I would greatly appreciate that. Shout out to the notification gang. I love to see my notification gang pull on through. As always, the first sign I see is the first sign I read, and the first sign I saw was Capricorn. So we're going to go ahead and get it poppin'. Now, as always, everybody, before we get it poppin', I do want to say, if you're interested in a personal read, check out my website, CancerMoonsTarot.com. It'll be in the first link in the description below if you would like to book me there. Let's go ahead and say what's up here to some peeps before we start. I do want to mention, by the way, guys, sorry for not being here yesterday. Super hectic day, but happy to be here today nonetheless. Anyhow, what's going on, Brenna, Craig, Pinky, Junie C, Bia Bay, Adrian, what's going on, Kevin, what's poppin', Itty, Dope Butterfly, Allison, how's everybody doing? Sherry, what's up? Moon Woman, what's going on? Mary, and what's poppin', Zephra, how's everybody doing here today? Hope you guys are doing well. All right, and without a further ado, we're gonna go ahead over here and get started. So Capricorn, what's going on here for our birthday peeps? Team Cappuccino, what is poppin'? Message is coming in here for Capricorn, baby. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. In the next 24 hours, what's gonna be in store here, please, for our Zodiac signs of Capricorn in the next 24 hours? Let's go ahead and see what we got going on. Team Cappy. Overall energy for you is going to be the Four of Swords in reverse. You could be connecting here possibly with an air sign like a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Taking a look here at your current energy, we got here the Knight of Pentacles. What you're dealing with here, Capricorn, is going to be the Six of Wands. And then taking a look here at the outcome for you is going to be the Lovers in the reverse position. So let's have a look at you and see what's going on, Team Capricorn. First things first, overall energy, we got here a Four of Swords in reverse, and then we pair that here with the Knight of Pence in the upright position. So kind of seems to me for you guys, you're really trying to get back to slowing something down, Capricorn. I kind of get the feeling for you that slow and steady wins the race, and I think you're seeing that as the more successful move here at this time, rather than rushing through or moving too quickly. This could be about going more slow and steady in romantic relationships, could be the same thing in work, it could be the same thing in your personal path. However, though, I think you're feeling like that's what's going to guide me to success. Looking at what you're dealing with here, Six of Wands, if I take my time a little bit more, not only am I going to enjoy the process more, however, I'm also going to be at a point in time where I feel like I'm gaining more success rather than going too quickly. Looking at the outcome for you, the Lovers in reverse, I think the last thing you want to do, Capricorn, is do something so often and so frequently to the point where you burn yourself out of it, and then you're no longer interested for the foreseeable future. Let's say, for example, a relationship. If you rush that relationship too quickly, maybe you get burnt out of it. You kind of skip over a lot of the parts that really build depth to the relationship by rushing it. Therefore, that's the last thing you want to do. You don't want to be with somebody for 4 months, move in with them, and then suddenly only have a surface level relationship, and then you can't really stand the surface level because you never got to see the deep and the depth to that connection. So keep in mind, that's probably not going to resonate to any of you guys, but at the end of the day, it was just an example. But I feel like moving too quickly here says, I'm not going to build depth in what it is I'm connected with. I'm not going to feel as connected because there was no chance to build depth, you know? For example, if you're starting a business, trying to rush that business, get it out and out and out without learning the ropes about it, you're going to find yourself not only having a more difficult time, but feeling way more burnt out because you don't have enough knowledge. Trying to rush a connection with somebody is going to lead you to only get a surface level connection out of them rather than something that's built with depth in that connection, right? So however this applies to you, love, your personal life, your personal path, your work and career, I think you're taking a realization check here, and it's like, yeah, you know what? Let's not move too quickly. Let me slow down a little bit. Let me enjoy this ride. Let me really get to know what I'm connecting with, and it's going to be so much more worth it that it took my time. And I think so too, Capricorn, for sure. So pretty interesting message. Probably won't resonate to a lot of y'all, but take that if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't. And I appreciate you, Capricorn, coming out here nonetheless, okay? We're going to keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Thank you, Cappy, for tuning on in. So we have touched base here, everybody, first and foremost, with our earth signs for the daily. We'll be hopping in today with earth, water, fire, and air. That's going to be the lineup, okay? By the way, Marlene, what's up, what's up? Thanks for tuning in. Hey, Audrey, glad that I caught you live. Glad that you're here. Thank you so much. Jessica, what's up? It's been a while, for sure, for sure. Thanks for tuning in. And Jennifer, thank you for tuning in too, okay? All right, y'all, let's get into water. Going into our water signs, Pisces. Let's see what we got going on here for the fish, okay? Message is showing up here for Team Pisces, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign in the next 24 hours. What's going to be showing up here for our Zodiac sign of Piscean in the next 24 hours? Let's go ahead and have ourselves a look. What's going on here for the fish? Pisces, overall energy for you is going to be our King of Swords in reverse. You could be connecting here possibly with an air sign like a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Coming into the current energy for you, Pisces, we got here the Eight of Cups, what you're dealing with at this time, Ace of Swords, and then looking at the outcome here for the Piscean is going to be the Page of Swords in the reverse here as well. So Team Pisces, let's see what we got going on here for you. Now I want to mention to Pisceans, King of Swords reversed here paired to the Eight of Cups is pretty much representative of not really taking something as seriously. And I think that due to the nature of not feeling very committed to something right now, you're kind of feeling like you want to pull back from it. I think you want to go ahead and focus your attention and your energy on something else entirely. I'm hearing, Pisces, that something's not taking up as much of a priority as maybe it used to, or something in your life in general just doesn't seem like a priority overall that you really want to put a lot of work into. So I think you're having a wake-up call, Pisces, looking at what you're dealing with here, Ace of Swords. Maybe you're realizing that you don't want to put that much of a serious commitment into a person. Maybe you're realizing you don't want to do that for a job, or you don't want to do that for some sort of hobby, however it applies to you. But I feel like your commitment level here just isn't really there. You don't feel like someone or something is as much of a priority as it could be or should be. So with that being said here for you, Pisces, I think you're taking a step back, looking at the outcome here, Page of Swords reversed, choosing to disengage and disconnect rather than to move forward. If you can't give something your 100, why give it anything at all, right? You don't want to half-ass something. Maybe some of you guys are like telling somebody, I'm sorry, I can't move forward in a relationship with you because maybe you're not at a point where you're ready. You can't give your 100. You can't put your effort in. Maybe you just don't feel ready at this time in your life. Same thing with a job for some of you, or anything at all. Maybe somebody's asking you for a favor and you can't follow suit with that favor, considering that maybe you just don't have the time for it. So I think your next 24-hour period is going to be about checking in with yourself. What can you really give your energy to 100%? What are you ready for? What are you not ready for? What do you wish to commit to? What do you not wish to commit to? These are things you're checking in with yourself about, Pisces. And I think you're going to come to the conclusion of like, yeah, I don't know if I can take this seriously later down the line, or if I can 100% do this later down the line. I think you're just at a point in time recognizing that right now you just don't have the room, space, or energy for someone or something. So therefore, I don't see you following suit with it. Okay? And I think that that's a mature decision, especially in terms of love. You know, if you aren't and if you can't be ready to be with somebody, you shouldn't be with somebody and half-ass it. Even in career, if you're not like ready to really settle down and commit and put a lot of hours and work into a career that could be fantastic for you, at the end of the day, if it's not what you're ready for, though, don't jump in and half-ass it. It's not going to be beneficial to you nor your employer or anything of that nature. So Pisces, I think you need time here to kind of reconsider what you need to prioritize, get that kind of sorted out first, and things will be a little bit smoother here moving into the near future, okay? All right, my beautiful fish, I love you. If it resonates, cool. If not, no worries, but thanks for stopping by, and do have a great rest of your day, okay? We're going to keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we've done our water, and we have done our lovely earth signs, so let's hop on into our fire, and rolling on in here to the fire signs, baby. Let's have a look here at Team Leo. What do we got going on for you? Messages coming in here for Leo, baby. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 24 hours. What information's rolling on in here for our Zodiac sign of Leo in the next 24 hours? Let's have a look at you and see what's going on. Team Leo, overall energy for you guys, Judgment in reverse. You might be dealing with a Scorpio for a few of you, taking a look at the current energy, the Justice in reverse, what it is you're dealing with, Leos, Knight of Wands in the upright, and then having a look here at the outcome for you is going to be the Queen of Cups in the reverse position as well. So Lion Gang, what is in store here for you? Let's take a look. You might be dealing with a Libra or possibly a Scorpio. Judgment reversed here, Justice in reverse. I think that you can't see or justify giving yourself a second chance to a situation, Leo. Okay? Maybe somebody you're dealing with here is asking for a second chance, whether that's in love or friendship. Maybe somebody here wants you back for whatever the reasonings may be. But I feel, and I keep hearing for you, I just can't justify doing it. So you can't justify going backwards. You got to go forward. Maybe you've been thinking about going back to a certain job, but you don't feel like you can justify that either. Anyways, millions of different scenarios, of course. However it applies to you, it applies. But you can't justify going backwards. You're only justifying going forward. Having a look at what you're dealing with here, Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands is often representative here, Leo, of moving forward. It is the keep it poppin', pushing and moving forward card. I think right now you're just interested in what else is out there rather than what you've already previously experienced. And I don't blame you. Having a look here at the outcome, Queen of Cups reversed. You don't have an emotional connection to your past, nor do you have much of an interest to your past at this time. Therefore, you can't go backwards. You got to go forward. I don't think you guys could justify it. Point blank, period, you know? And like I mentioned, it could be completely anything, Leo, right now, whether it's going back to an ex, going back to a friend, going back to a job, however it fits your scenario, you just can't justify it, okay? I think that you have been possibly reconsidering it, but I think you're getting that final conclusion where it's like, nope, I don't think I could justify this. So therefore, I just got to keep on moving forward. I just got to keep on swimming like Dory from Finding Nemo, right? Just keep swimming, Leo. That's what's going on here for you. So take that if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't, but definitely understand where you're coming from here, okay? All right, beautiful Leo, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Thank you for tuning on in. So we have done our fire, earth, and water. Let's get on into our air signs and rolling into the air signs. Team Aquarius, let's see what's popping here for the Aqua baby. What do we got going on? Messages coming in here for Aqua. Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus in the next 24 hours. Hey, what's going on, Kismet Cat? Hey, Ant, Gemini, Sun, and Leo, Venus. Sag, Moon, and a Cancer Rise, and I'm high vibing, future focused. I love that for you. That's awesome. What do we got going on here for Aquarian in the next 24 hours? Team Aqua baby. We're going to get about 2 more shuffles, and we'll see what we got going on here, guys. Hopefully, we're looking at some awesome sauce. Aquarius, overall energy for you is an Ace of Swords. Looking at the current energy for you, 6 of Wands in reverse, what you're dealing with, the Hermit in the upright, and then looking at the outcome here, Aquarius, we got a Chariot coming into your next 24 hours. You might be connecting with a Virgo here or Cancer, so definitely take that if it resonates. But Ace of Swords here, usually the energy of a massive realization, kind of a bit of a wake-up call. Current energy, 6 of Wands reversed, usually a card that represents a lack of success, a lack of a victory, a lack of forward movement. So I think you're starting to see something not succeeding in ways that you wished it would have. However, though, looking at what you're dealing with here being the Hermit, I like this energy a lot for you because I think you're recognizing I need to take 10 steps back to see the bigger picture, right? This is about seeing everything, not just one scenario, not being too close to see the full picture. So whatever scenario you're dealing with in life right now, whether it's career, love, friendship, etc., I think you're pretty laser focused on something that might not be successful at this time. But I think that if you take all the steps back you can to look at the bigger picture, you can find the solution there. Because there will never be a solution in the problem, guys. But there will always be a solution when you think outside of the problem, right? When you think outside of the box. So I see that happening here for Aquarians where it's like, okay, I've been looking at something a little bit too closely. Maybe I should take a step back and get a bit of the bigger picture. And that wisdom is going to show you how you're going to solve or fix your situation, which I like. Looking at the outcome here, the Chariot, getting back on track, getting back on the right path here to success. So if you've noticed that maybe you've fallen off of success, maybe success is not currently here, you have to take a look at the full picture. What exactly might have caused me to fall off my Chariot, you know? You got to take that step back first to realize it all. And then if you've been very focused on the problem rather than the solution, we have to start focusing away from problems and putting our attention onto what could be a solution anyhow. So Aquarians, your next 24 hours, I feel, requires 2 things. It requires you to take a look at the big picture, but it also requires you to remember the more that we keep on reinforcing the problem, the more that problems will be. But the more we can start thinking outside the box, that's where we can find solutions. So I think you guys are going to turn the 6 of Wands reversed around into the 6 of Wands upright. I feel like that'll happen for you. I think you're getting back on track here with the Chariot. chariot, which is fantastic, but it's going to take some time to really think, right? So take a couple steps back, look at the bigger picture, and then you can focus on finding a solution. All right, guys? If you're too close to see, you're not going to see anything, but only the problems, right? So definitely keep that in mind. You got to look at the positive aspects of your situation too, because those positive aspects are most certainly there as well, okay? All right, Aquarians, I love you. If it resonates, cool. If not, no worries, but thank you for tuning in here nonetheless. By the way, Kismet Cat, thank you so much for the $9.99. I really appreciate that. Thank you very much for your generosity. It means a lot, okay? All right, everybody, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we have touched base here so far with our first batch of Zodiac signs. We'll get into our second batch here shortly. All right. You're going to see your Aquarius best friend right now. That's what's up, Cat. Very cool. Love that for you. What's going on, Allison? You said I'm a Sagittarius Moon 2 and an Aquarius Mercury. Ooh, I like that. Aquarian Mercury is cool. Very, very cool. How's everybody doing, though, man? Hope you guys had a great day yesterday. Sorry for not being here once again. Been an interesting, busy start to my week, so hopefully you guys are doing well. Do want to give you guys an update as well. Coming out tomorrow is going to be the mid-month check-in for everybody. So I got that finished up today, so you guys can expect to see your mid-month check-in all signed video posted out tomorrow. By the way, do you guys like the cup? It says live life in the meow. My mom actually gave this as a present when me and my girlfriend got our cat. So yeah, it's a very funny mug. I do thoroughly enjoy living life in the meow. I don't know what it is, man, with my humor. I like gifts like that. I find them funny. Other people might not find it funny, but I find it funny, you know? You're welcome, Valerie. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Hi, Lila. Hello, hello. Welcome in. You love the cup. Hello, gorgeous. That's what's up. Thank you, Angie. Thank you so much. Where is Bastion right now? He's chilling with his mama. If Bastion was in here, he'd be doing some reckless shit. I still haven't trained him in here, though, because the issue is I love him to death and whatnot. And, you know, under my supervision, which I can't really supervise him when I'm, you know, doing my thing and working. It's very tough. I have a lot of expensive equipment in here. So unfortunately, it's like I can't, you know, be distracted when he's in here. I got to keep an eye on him. Am I snowed in? Not at all. Yesterday it snowed, but it really wasn't that bad. It rained over a little bit later on in the evening, and we got kind of like sleet and black ice. But other than that, it really wasn't so bad. And yeah, everything pretty much melted over today. So yeah, not snowed in or anything at all. Pretty decent weather, actually, to say the least. I know up in Buffalo, though, you know, you guys get the snow pretty hard. You're in Southern Illinois. Ooh, Southern Illinois is cool. Love that cup. Thank you, Valerie. You can't find these vapes, Kevin? I don't know. I mean, it depends where they are. I mean, in New York, we have these. I'm not sure necessarily where you're from, so I guess it's a hit or miss and depends. Also, I will say if you're from like California, it's probably really hard to find stuff like this because California has really intense like restrictions on vapes. So does New York, but I mean, we all like kind of avoid the law in New York and everybody still sells shit. So, you know, I remember New York was trying to ban like menthol flavored vapes or any flavored vapes in general. They sell them everywhere. They don't give a shit about the law, you know? So that's what it is. Marlene said, today's been a day, took out all of my ex's belongings, so he has no reason to come back around to me. There you go. Starting that beginning of cutting ties. And that helps out too. Especially the picture thing. I think for me, when I was moving on from ex-partners in the past, probably the biggest thing for me that helped me release people that I dealt with romantically was like the removal of their stuff, giving it back, and then like deleting photos was huge. Just not having that there anymore was so easy for me to move forward, you know? So easy for me to move forward. Doing that in New Jersey too, Angie? Yeah. It's unfortunate, you know? But that's what it is. That's what it is. We weren't that bad this time, just all the other areas around. Gotcha, Amy, gotcha. Orpheus in the chat. What up, what up? Hey, Ann, I'm here. Happy Wedgie Wednesday. You look great, and I appreciate the show. Thank you, Orpheus. I appreciate you. Means a lot. Thank you so much. All right, guys, give me a moment or so. We're gonna hop back in. I gotta go shopping today, unfortunately, and I'm not a big fan of shopping in person, so I like ordering stuff online, but I gotta get a couple pairs of pants because I just don't have enough of them. So I'm gonna go shopping, so I gotta go ahead and not necessarily rush the daily today, but I want to make good time so I at least can be able to get to the stores before they close. running late on my schedule. So we're going to go move forward. And we're going to hop back into the rest of our signs. And we started out here today with our lovely and amazing earth signs. So let's get back into it and take a look at Taurus. What do we got going on here for our bull gang? Message is showing up here for Taurus, baby. Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What information's coming in here for Taurus in the next 24 hours? What do we got going on here for you? I feel that, Zephyra. I feel that hard. That's why I need allocated time. You know what I mean? I need a good amount of adequate time today, bro. Taurus, overall energy for you is going to be the Seven of Pentacles. You could be connecting here possibly with an earth sign like a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Taking a look at the current energy, we got here the Knight of Wands. Looking at what you're dealing with, we got here the Four of Pentacles in reverse. And then looking at the outcome for you is going to be the Hierophant in the reverse position. So Team Taurus, let's have a look at you and see what we got going on. Now we start out here first and foremost with the Seven of Pentacles, and we pair that here to the Knight of Wands. You could be connecting with, once again, a Taurus here as well with the Hierophant showing up. You could also be dealing with any other earth sign or any fire sign. Now you have here a Seven of Pentacles paired to a Knight of Wands. I feel like you're trying to make moves on the seeds you've planted, but I don't feel like you're 100% there yet. So this is about getting started. Maybe you've been planting seeds and wanting to start your own business. You've been planting seeds and wanting to start a connection with somebody. You're not 100% there yet to where you're actually seeing those seeds grow and sprout, but I feel like you're in the process of beginning and getting started on wanting to really water these seeds and water these plants and crops. Looking at what you're dealing with, Four of Pentacles reversed, I think you needed to let go of something first, Taurus. And chances are you had to take a look at, well, what crops do I primarily want to focus on? I think what you needed to let go of was the energy of confusion and figure out what you actually wanted to dedicate your time to. So let's say, for example, maybe you had tons of different business ideas and you just didn't know which ones you wanted to give the most investments to. Now you've narrowed it down. Now you figured it out. Now the process can start. Maybe in love, you didn't know what kind of person you were looking for, but now you've kind of figured it out, narrowed it out. This is what you're pursuing out of love. So you're figuring your shit out. And I see here with the outcome right now, Hierophant reversed. The thing is, though, is while you're figuring everything out, you're going slow because you're not trying to fully commit yet. You're still testing out the waters. However, though, you're narrowing down options to make life more simpler. And I think that that's a good thing here. So let's say, for example, tons of business ideas. Maybe you narrowed it down to two. You're trying both of them out. You're getting a feel for it. And while you're dipping your toes in the water, inevitably throughout this process, you'll see what's right for you. So I think you're not 100% committed yet to something, but you're definitely getting started. You're feeling out the vibe. So until pretty much you figure out what works for you, you know? And I think that's a good way to go about it. You always want to narrow things down, figure out what works for you the most, and then proceed forward with it. So Taurians, I like it. Could resonate in any area of life. So however that applies to you, cool. Maybe some of you guys are going on a bunch of different driving tests with different cars just to see which car you want to get. You could be narrowing down cars at this time. You know, you don't know if you want an F-150 or a Tacoma, a Ridgeline. You have no idea if you want to get yourself, you know, a Dodge, whatever the case may be. So, you know, you're at this time where it's like, let me test out all these different types of cars and see what I like the most, right? So it could be something as simple as that. It doesn't have to be anything overly complex, but definitely feels like you're narrowing shit out. No commitments as of yet, but we'll see what happens here going forward, okay? Cool. All right, Taurus, if it resonates, awesome. If not, no worries, but we're going to keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we have touched base here, everybody, with our earth. Let's hop on into our water. Going into the water signs, let's see what we got going on here for our lovely and amazing Scorpio gang. So let's see what's popping here, baby. Messages coming in here for Scorpio. Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What information is going to be rolling up in here for our zodiac sign of Scorpio in the next 24 hours? What do we got going on here for you? Let's take a look. Team Scorpio, you actually had a really fast shuffle. Holy shit. Let's see what's up. Overall energy, Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Taking a look here at the current energy, Scorpio. We got here the Three of Cups in reverse, what you're dealing with. We got here the Hangman in reverse. And looking at the outcome for you is going to be the Seven of Swords in reverse as well. Okay. Definitely avoiding something here is what I feel. Looking at the current energy, Eight of Pentacles reversed. Overall energy, Eight of Pentacles reversed. Current energy, Three of Cups reversed. So you're done putting work into something you're not happy with. Could be a friendship, relationship, family relationship, relationship, however it applies to you. Could be work as well. But your vibe here for the next 24 hours is like, I'm done putting energy and work and commitment into something that makes me unhappy. Looking at what you're dealing with release here with the Hangman reversed. So I definitely see that showing up for you. And looking at the outcome, Seven of Swords reversed, trying to avoid any sort of deceptive situations, harmful situations. So Scorpios seem to kind of be in the vibe right now of self-preservation and self-protection. So I think right now, you know, whether you're dealing with an unhappy friendship, an unhappy relationship, an unhappy job situation, you're saying to yourself, I need to let go of what's causing unhappiness in my life. However, at the same time too, if this situation could be potentially toxic or really unhealthy for you with the Seven of Swords showing up here, you're saying to yourself, I want to make sure that I only bring love to my life and healthiness to my life. I don't want to bring forth harm to my life. So this is the vibe here of trying to make sure that you are doing good for yourself and doing right by yourself and not involving yourselves in situations that could potentially bring harmful vibes and energy to you too. So Scorpios, definitely a day of release for the next 24 hours. Take that if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't, but thanks for tuning in nonetheless. I see you avoiding something here. Like, it could be a person or it could be not a person for some. It could be like a job or anything of that nature. But yeah, you're not happy anymore with whatever this is, so why continue to make that investment, right? All right, Scorpios, let's keep it popping, pushing and moving forward. Take it if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't. But guys, thanks for tuning in here nonetheless, okay? We're going to keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we have touched base here, guys, with our water. We've also done our, our earth. I almost said air. So we're going to hop into fire signs here in just a moment or so, okay? Hey Angie, what's up? You said hi Aunt, I hope you're having a wonderful day. I am having a pretty great day here so far, so thank you for asking, really appreciate it. Kat said totally an F-150. I like F-150s, but what I want for the future, because right now I have a Ridgeline, so that was, you know, in the realm of affordability. But I do want to get at one point or not a Tundra. I like Tundras a lot. They're very big and spacious. They're comfy. I like F-150s. I mean, if I could afford, you know, a fucking Raptor, I'd get a Raptor, you know. But in terms of the future, it's either going to be down between a Tundra or like a Raptor, you know, it depends on whatever I can afford at the time. But yeah, I really do like F-150s too, but I like the Tundras a lot. That's what I've been really focused on. Orpheus said, happy Wedgie Wednesday, Aunt, you look great. Thank you. Appreciate that, dude. Thanks so much. All right. Angie said, right on. See you next time. Thank you. I appreciate that. See you next time too. Thanks for stopping by. All right. All right, guys, let's get back into it though. We did our water. We did our earth, going to fire. Team Sagittarius, what's up? What do we got going on for your next 24? Message is coming in here for Saggy. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 24 hours. What do we got going on here for Sagittarius in the next 24 hours? What is going on here for you? Let's go ahead and take a look. Sagittarius, overall energy for you is going to be the Five of Pentacles in reverse. You could be connecting here possibly with an earth sign, like a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Coming into your current energy, Eight of Wands in reverse. What you're dealing with, Saggy, we got here the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. And then looking at the outcome for you is going to be the Seven of Cups in the reverse position. So we'll take a look here and see what's showing up for you at this time. Now, what I see here so far, Sagittarius, Five of Pents reversed, Eight of Wands reversed. You're kind of at a point in time where I think you're getting ready to come back into a situation, but you're coming back into a situation without someone. I get the sense of avoidance showing up here. Looking at the current energy, Eight of Wands reversed. You don't want to commingle or intermingle with somebody. You don't want to be around them. You want to come back to an environment, but you don't want to be around a specific person. So maybe there's one person in a friends group that you just don't want to make peace with at this time. Maybe you just don't want to be around them. Maybe there's somebody within a family that you're feeling this way about. Maybe there's somebody within the workplace you're feeling this way about, but it does feel like a person more than anything. I mean, maybe you don't want to deal with like, you know, something that's not a person, maybe something that's tangible, right? But however it applies to you, right, is what matters the most. You know, looking at what you're dealing with right now, Nine of Pentacles reversed, I think it's tricky because you want to be a part of an environment still, but I think there's just this one addition to the environment, like a person, where it makes it tough because you don't want to be in contact with them. So maybe it's like, I want to see all my other friends, but I don't want to see Timmy. because at the end of the day, I'm really mad at Timmy. I want to avoid Timmy, you know? Could be the vibe. Looking at the outcome for you, Saggy, we got here the 7 of Cups in reversed. 7 of Cups reversed says, literally, everything else is great, but Timmy. Sorry for any Timmys that are watching me, man, but that's the vibe for you. It's like everything else is great, but Timmy. I just don't want to see Timmy. Point blank period, okay? So at the end of the day here for you, I do see you wanting to make a reappearance. Maybe at first Timmy pissed you off so much, you're like, fuck it, I'm cutting out everybody. But maybe you want to come back to everybody in your friendship, in your environment, in your group, you know? It's just like, fucking Timmy. I'm going to do what I can to avoid him at all costs because everything else is great. So here's what I would say in a scenario like that. You know, you might not be able to avoid Timmy forever if Timmy's a part of a friends group, or if you work with Timmy, probably can't avoid the person forever. But you don't have to have a personal relationship with him, you know? You don't have to have a personal relationship with that person. You can hang out with all your other peeps. You can hang out with everybody else in that environment. You can choose to not be around that individual if you so don't, you know, if you so choose, is what I would say. You might not be able to get rid of that person in the environment, but maybe you're able to at least make it known to that person that you're not building that relationship going forward, you know? And you're allowed to say that to somebody. Like, listen, at the end of the day, I can be cordial with you, but I don't want a relationship going forward. I think that that would be what would help you out the best. Have that cordiality there, be cordial, but don't necessarily continue to ban and expel the relationship if it's not what you want. All right, guys, let's keep it popping, pushing, moving forward. Sagittarians, I love you. Thank you so much for tuning in. Okay, we're gonna keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we've done the fire, we've done the water and the earth. We're gonna get into our air sign shortly. Kat said, "What the fuck?" So right on. Hello, that's what's up. Anna said, Anna's always specifically accurate. Happy to hear that. Hey, Crystal Unfiltered Tarot. How's it hanging? What's going on? Thanks for stopping by. Zephyr said, bonus mom had great luck with Subaru. Subaru is pretty decent. My sister had a Subaru. It's been very reliable. I think she's like bored of it though, so I'm not sure if she's keeping it, but it was a pretty reliable car. In terms of reliability though, you guys cannot beat Toyota and Honda with reliability. You know, the tires, sure, they can be dog shit and they can wear out, but those engines with Toyota and Honda, they go forever. You know, so if you ever want like a super reliable car, those two brands are awesome. Awesome. Anyhow, though, guys, let's get into our air. We touched base with Aquarius already, so let's have a look here at Libra and see what we got going on. Messages coming on in here for Libra, baby. Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus in our next 24 hours. What do we got showing up here for Libra, please? In the next 24 hours, what do we got going on here for you? Team Libra. Overall energy for you is going to be the Queen of Wands. You could be connecting here possibly with a fire sign like an Aries, Sag, or a Leo. Having a look here at the current energy, 6 of Swords in reverse, what it is you're dealing with. The Star in reverse, looking at the outcome here for you, is going to be the 3 of Pence in the upright position. So Team Libra, let's see what we got going on. Now, having a look here first and foremost at the overall energy, we have the Queen of Wands here, and then we pair that with the 6 of Swords in reverse. I kind of feel here for you, Libra, that you're at a point in time right now where you're getting back into more of a confident space. You're feeling yourself. You're happy. I think you're at a point in time where it's like, I can express myself too. Looking at what you're dealing with being the Star reversed, I think for a while you might have felt misaligned, Libra. This could be the energy of feeling like you didn't fit anywhere. Maybe you didn't feel like you fit in an environment. Maybe you didn't feel like you fit in a workspace. But the truth is, guys, is like when you be yourself, inevitably you'll fit right in. You don't want to mold yourself to fit into environments. You just want to be you. And whether or not that environment's resonating, it is what it is. So my favorite thing to always tell people is be yourself 110%. If your surroundings and environment resonate with you, fantastic. It's for you. If it doesn't, it doesn't. And that's okay. You know, you never want to be moldable in the sense of just kind of molding around. And the thing is like Libras being cardinal air, they can't, right? Cardinal signs, I'm a cardinal water, Cancer. We can't mold. We can't change. We can't not be authentically who we are. It's something that feels almost impossible. So with that being said here, Libras, I think for a while you might have felt like you didn't fit somewhere, but I think you're realizing, then why bother fitting there if it isn't for me? And I agree 100%. If you don't feel like you fit somewhere, don't try to make yourself fit. If it ain't for you, it ain't for you, boo, and that's okay. Because inevitably, you'll see what fits and what works for you. Just by being your authentic self and being in your power with that Queen of Wands. Having a look here at the outcome, 3 of Pentacles. Inevitably, everything will work and flow perfectly together for you. Okay? So Libra, that's kind of the vibe for you guys in the next 24 hours. You know, maybe you've been feeling like you haven't fit in place somewhere for a while, but I think you're realizing I shouldn't have to change myself to fit or mold anywhere. I'm just going to be me. And if something resonates with me, cool. If an environment doesn't resonate with me, that's okay. Inevitably, it's all going to work out. When you're living in your authenticity, guys, there's no way it can't work out. You will figure out exactly what's for you. Okay? Beautiful. I love it. Take it if it resonates, Libra. Leave it if it doesn't. But thank you for tuning in here nonetheless. Much, much love, okay? We're going to keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we have finished up our second batch of Zodiac signs. Really cool. We're going to get on into our last and final batch here shortly. All right, everybody? All right. I want to make sure that was our second batch, right? Because today's lineup was Earth, Water, Fire, and Air. Yep, that's our second batch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Cool. Cool. So we did our second batch. We'll get on into our last and final batch here shortly. Elena said, fucking Timmy, this is so real. There you go. Y'all talk about Jeep Wranglers. Jeep Wranglers are nice. They're nice cars. Thing about Jeep, though, is, you know, they don't always have the best reputation for reliability, but I won't lie to you, Jeeps are very, very nice cars. Specifically, Wranglers are nice too. You know what's been fucking really killing it though? The Broncos. Not the crappy looking ones, but the Broncos that look like Jeeps from Ford. Those shits are fucking awesome as well. They look nice. They look really nice. Heather Ann, what's up? Ant the Sage Man, what's going on? How are you doing, Heather? Appreciate you tuning in. Thank you very much. Marlene said, I have premium right now. I love that I can turn my screen off and still listen to music. That's pretty cool. I didn't know premium had that feature. Nice. Yeah, guys, YouTube Premium helps out. Believe it or not, I still get paid if you guys have YouTube Premium, even if you're not viewing the ads. There still is... we still create or still make money just to make that a point. So, you know, you can always feel free to get YouTube Premium if you want the no ad experience for everybody. Not an issue or a problem. You know, I'm always going to be transparent with you guys. This is how I make a living. So I'm always going to have ads on my channel. I'm never not going to because I do this for you guys for free. And then by you guys watching the ads provided, that is how I have my income. And that's how I make a living. So with that being said, you could always have the ability though with YouTube Premium to skip it if you want to go ahead and buy that subscription. You know? Ooh, soft top and a hard top. Nice. Love that for you. Yeah, looking at people in Wranglers with the top down in general, that just looks so awesome in the summertime. I love that. Rastafarian, what's up? Hi, y'all, and blessings, Ant. Blessings to you, too. Really appreciate you. Thanks for tuning in. All right, guys, we're going to get a couple more moments or so, and then we'll hop on into our last and final batch for today's daily reading. Ooh, I agree with that, Zephyra, with what you were saying to Marlene. Yeah, having premium, so where you can turn off your phone and still have the video play, is so beneficial, especially for meditations. And also, you don't get commercials during meditations, too. Yeah, because that's the one thing that frustrates me the most about the YouTube app. If I want to, like, let's say Apple Music or something doesn't have a song I want to listen to, and if I want like a music video on, or like some random creator that's not that popular on, you know, I have to leave my phone open the entire time. And then, you know, you put your phone in the pocket. Once your phone's in the pocket, it turns off, and then it's like, ugh, right? So it's frustrating for sure. So I get where you guys are coming from on that. You love your Nissan Pathfinder? Yeah, pretty big cars. Those are cool. I like the Pathfinders. They're very nice. Very nice looking. I like their butt. They got a nice butt. Elena said, missed you, Aunt. How you been? I've been pretty good. Been chilling. Been doing my thing, y'all, for 2024. Been fucking grinding. Let me tell you, I've been grinding my ass off, putting in hours. Okay. I've been on my shit lately, but it's been fun, man. It's been a good time. I've been enjoying my year so far. Hope you guys have been too. I've been living life in the meow, bro. That's what I've been doing. That's what I've been up to, man. Very cool. Very cool. Love that for you guys. All right, though, y'all. Moving forward, let's get on into our last and final batch because I still got to go out and shop for some pants today. Also, my throat is shot from all the videos I've done today, so sorry about that, y'all. Anyhow, we started out with Earth signs today, so we got to go check out the Virgos. Team Virgo, let's see what's going on for you, baby. Messages coming in here for Virgo, baby. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. What's going to be in store here, please, for our zodiac sign of Virgo in the next 24 hours? What do we got going on here for you, Team Virgo? Overall energy for you guys is gonna be the Knight of Wands in reverse. You could be connecting here possibly with a fire sign like an Aries, Sag, or a Leo. Taking a look here at the current energy, we have here the Chariot, what you're dealing with here, Six of Swords, and then looking at the outcome, Virgos, are going to be the Knight of Cups showing up for you, okay? So you could be dealing with a water sign here too. Now, overall energy to the current, Knight of Wands in reverse here to the Chariot. I feel like Virgo peeps you're kind of choosing not to deal with somebody right now. I heard automatically with the Knight of Wands reversed, you don't want to talk with them, but it's due to the nature of attitude. Okay, somebody doesn't have a good attitude, so I don't feel like you want to talk to them. I don't feel like you want to deal with them. You don't want to egg them on. You don't want to feed them, right? This is the energy of like, I'm not feeding into somebody's power trip or feeding into somebody's attitude, right? Because you're not giving somebody what they're looking for, which is the attention that they're trying to get. And they're doing it in a format of negativity, but attention is attention. You know, you ever hear that term of no publicity is bad publicity, if you want to say that. So at the end of the day, even negative news can hold the attention of a certain person. So I feel like somebody's coming in that energy for you and you're like, nope, cold turkey, not talking, not thinking about them, not texting them, not looking at them. You are basically moving forward cold turkey because it's not the type of behavior you want to encourage. Having a look at what you're dealing with here, Six of Swords. Yeah, once again, another card clarifying forward movement, looking at the outcome, Knight of Cups, you know, focusing on being around better vibes and better energy, and individuals who you don't feel are going to be treating you with this kind of negative energy, right? So this could be anybody you're dealing with, Virgo. Could be a friend, could be a lover, could be a family member at this time. But I just feel like somebody here is trying that, you know, negative thing where it's like attention is attention. Even if they have to do something negative for it, they get it. And you don't want to feed into that. You know, you want to be around somebody who's genuine. So as of right now, you're surrounding yourself with the peeps who lift you up and put you in a good vibe. But I definitely do feel like you're avoiding this person. Okay, so do take it if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't, but thank you so much here nonetheless, Team Virgo. Love and appreciate you. All right, everybody, we're going to keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Shout out Team Virgo. We finished up all the Earth signs here for today's daily reading. Heather, thank you so much for the $5. Really appreciate it. You said shout out to our mama Sharon, the Pisces queen. May her new beginning bring beautiful days to come. Love that for you. Very, very cool. All right. Shout out to Mama Sharon. Hello. We're going to keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Thank you, though, again, though. Really appreciate that, Heather Ann. Okay. All right, guys. We did our Earth, so we're hopping into our water. For the water, let's have a look here at the Cancer, baby. What's going on here for Team Cancer? Message is showing up for Cancer. Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What information is going to be popping on in here, please, for our Zodiac sign of Cancer in the next 24 hours? What do we got going on here for you? Let's go ahead here and take a look. Cancerian, overall energy for you is a Death in reverse. You could be connecting here possibly with a Scorpio for a few of you. Taking a look at the current energy, Knight of Wands in reverse, what it is you're dealing with, Cancer, the World in reverse, and looking at the outcome, Page of Cups in the upright position. So I feel like something's not changing because there isn't letting go happening, okay? So I feel like release hasn't happened, therefore certain changes can't happen. Keep in mind, maybe what you're being called to do, Cancer, is the release of bad habits, the release of maybe people who aren't a good fit. It could be the energy of the release of, you know, really limited, you know, beliefs and things of that nature. I feel like it's more personal than external. Honestly, from what my intuition's telling me, I think it's more personal for you guys than external. I don't think it's about releasing people, but I think it's about holding on to those bad habits, holding on to those negative thoughts, those limited beliefs that could be currently preventing you from creating change in your life. And it's understandable, guys. I was in this fucking trap for years. For fucking years of my life as a Cancer. I was stuck in limited beliefs. I was stuck in negative thoughts. I was stuck in my doubts. I was stuck in my fucking head, you know, telling myself, I want to change, I want to change, I want to change, but not making sure that I changed the things first that were so important, like my limiting beliefs or my doubts that actually help you when you change those. When you start living in abundance, you create abundance, you know? And that was one of my biggest things I needed to overcome, my biggest challenges I needed to overcome in order for me to see changes really occur, happen, and manifest in my life. So I think that this is what it's really about. You know, looking at the current energy, King of Wands reversed, I feel like right now you're having a hard time, I think, focusing on the good stuff. You're having a hard time focusing on what you're trying to change in your life because you're struggling to change it. Let's say, for example, Cancer, right now you're trying to change your relationship with yourself. If you're not seeing yourself in a positive image, and if you're not seeing yourself actually change your view and your perception, maybe you're like, well, I think I'm always going to look at myself like this forever. You know, you're getting involved in those negative self-doubt and those negative self-talk type of energies. Maybe some of you guys are trying to change your money situation, but maybe you're still living in a very unabundant mindset. Maybe you're always telling yourself, I never have enough. Maybe you're always telling yourself, I'm struggling. Remember, guys, the things we're repeating to ourselves constantly, the story we're telling ourselves constantly is what's showing up in our space and time. So the point is here, Cancer, what has to change first and foremost is everything internally if you want to see the external change. For a person who wants to be abundant when they're not, you need to change within first to see that money flow on the external. What are your beliefs about money? What are your limiting beliefs about money? How can you believe or put a better belief within yourself? How can you change your perception of money, right? Now, of course, this whole reading is not about money, but if money is a limiting belief of yours, let's not have a limitation on money. Let's have an abundant mindset about money that you can make however much you want to make. If a person only believes they're only going to make $40,000 a year, that's all they're ever going to make. If a person believes they can make 100, a million, then they can actually expand and make that kind of money because they've set themselves up to believe that. And if they take action, they can bring that into their reality through manifestation. Okay? So Cancerian, point is that the first step to creating change in our lives is going to have to be the removal of what's blocking that change. And that's going to fall under the list of limiting beliefs, negative self-talk, doubt, negativity within yourself, etc. So right now, this is the time where you're being called, Cancer, looking at the outcome, Page of Cups, to start investing your positivity into yourself. It's not time right now to invest it externally. It's time to invest it back into here. If we want to change these limiting beliefs, and if we want to really create change in our lives, it's going to have to start with removing limitations and mental blocks so that we can move forward to create the things we desire. Okay? All right. I think I'm done over here, ranting about it, Cancer. Take it if it resonates and leave it if it doesn't, Ellie or Eli said, we don't give a shit about money, Mr. Robot. Okay, apparently I'm a robot. I don't necessarily give a shit about money either. It's up to the person. Some people really value money. Some people really don't. I think for me, the thing about money is I don't give a shit about money. I give a shit about value. Because the thing is, what is money? Money is just a byproduct of value. So the more value you can give to people on a daily basis, the more money you make. Money is just a byproduct. It's not necessarily a focus, So if I'm here giving my best value that I can to everybody who's watching, if money's a byproduct, cool. If it's not, it's not. At the end of the day, though, you're always going to get the value of what it is you provide as a byproduct of finances. Do keep that in mind, guys, okay? Anyhow, we're going to keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Team Cancer, thank you for joining my rant, and let's go ahead and move on, all right? All right, guys, we've touched base with all of our water signs, so water signs are finished. We've also done the earth signs for today's daily too. So we're going to hop on into our fire. For the fire, baby. Team Ram fam. Let's see what's going on for the Aries. Hopefully, we're looking at some awesome stuff. Messages coming in here for Aries, baby. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. In the next 24 hours, what's going to be coming up here, please, for our zodiac sign of Aries in the next 24 hours. Let's see what's up. What's going on, Hip Cat? You said, oh my God, I just saw a shooting star. That's what's up. Very, very cool. I love that for you. All right, though. Either way, Team Aries, what do we got going on here for your next 24? Make sure you wish upon that shooting star. That would be very cool. Team Ram fam. Overall energy for you guys is going to be the 9 of Pentacles. You could be connecting here potentially with a earth sign like a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Taking a look here at the current energy, 7 of Wands in reverse, what it is you're dealing with. Fool in reverse, looking at the outcome for you, we do have here the Sun in reverse as well. So I feel like you could be, I know you could be dealing with a Leo, possibly you could be dealing with a fellow Aries too. However, though, 9 of Pentacles here, 7 of Wands reversed. I feel like your next 24 hours, Aries, is the energy of I'm so fucking content on myself or by myself right now. I'm so content on my own. I genuinely don't really feel like I need anybody to come out here and protect me or love me or focus their time and energy on me. Like, you're in your own lane in the next 24 hours, guys. Looking at what you're dealing with, Fool in reverse. Right now, if there's anything that I'm taking action on, it's going to be me taking action in my personal life. And at the end of the day here too, Sun in reverse showing up, which represents unhappiness. I think if there's anything you are unhappy with, it kind of feels like you're unhappy potentially with other people. Therefore, you've got yourself to a point where it's like, well, I might as well be happy with myself then. You know, I might as well do what I can for myself right now, especially if I don't feel very happy with my environment, people surrounding me, etc. You're kind of at that point here, Aries, where if I don't feel like I have anybody, I know I have myself, and that's the most important part. Now, don't get me wrong. Humans are social creatures. I think we all should be social as much as possible. I think we all should have great friends, great family, you know, be in great connections with people, 110%. I think humanity is built on a social structure. But I also think that I also love, to remind people that at the end of the day, though, you are always going to be the person who has your back the most. And if you're dealing with people in your life who don't make you happy, you don't have to be around them. You got yourself, baby. If you're dealing with situations in your life that don't make you happy, guess what? You got yourself. Because at the end of the day, one of the greatest gifts that we have is the connection to ourselves. So I feel like Aries gang in the next 24 hours is starting to say, listen, I might not be too fond right now with the rest of my external situation, my reality, such as friends, family, etc. But one thing I do know is that I'm proud of myself and I'm happy with how I've been moving. I'm happy with all my success, and I'm going to make sure I continue to focus on that here going forward. This is definitely the energy of expressing gratitude, Aries, for how far you've come. And I think a lot of you guys are still focusing on staying in your lane and creating more success in your life going forward for the foreseeable future. So I like that, guys. And I think that's okay. Really good reading here for sure. You know, maybe you're not super pleased with your external circumstances, but what are you in control of? Your internal circumstances, right? What you choose to do, what you got going on. So you may not be happy with what's happening on the outside, but you're going to focus up on what you can do about your life and continue taking initiative. Okay? Cool, guys. Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Thank you, Team Aries, for tuning in here nonetheless, okay? All right, everybody. So we have touched base here, guys, with our Ram fam. All of the fire signs are done, by the way. All the water is done, and all the air. We're going to be moving on into our last and our final zodiac for the day. Going on into our air signs, let's have a look here at Team Gemini. Sorry about that, guys. Hold on real quick. We did all the earth, all the water and fire. Getting on into our air signs now. Gemini, let's have a look at you and see what's going on. Messages coming in here for Gemini, baby. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 24 hours. What information? It's going to be rolling on in here for the gems. In the next 24 hours, what is up here for you? Team Gemini. One more shuffle. And we shall see what is up. Gemini, overall energy for you is going to be a 3 of Swords. You might be dealing with an air sign like a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Looking at the current energy, 7 of Pentacles, what it is you're dealing with, Gemini, 2 of Cups, and then looking at the outcome for you is going to be the 4 of Pentacles in the upright position. So let's have a look here and see what's going on at this time. Team Gemini, we got a 3 of Swords here, and we have a 7 of Pentacles. This is saying to me that maybe for a while, you've been feeling pretty stuck and pretty separated from somebody. You know, 3 of Swords can represent pain, of course, but it also represents separation. So I think that there has been a bit of a painful separation here between you and someone. It actually does look to me, though, that your next 24 hours seems to be quite an opportune time to reconnect with somebody you've been pretty separated with. You know, whether you and a friend haven't talked for a few months because there was a big falling out, you and a sibling, you and a family member, you and a lover, I think this is the time where that opportune period's coming in where it's like we can connect again. You know, we've had a falling out, we've had the separation. Why don't we meet up for coffee? You know, why don't we talk on the phone? Why don't we see each other in person? And let's just have a conversation, because it's been a while, you know? Typically when people have a lot of time to cool down, they have a lot of time to think as well. And I think not only have you had a lot of time to think, Gemini, so has the person you're dealing with. And with that separation, it's created a lot of time for clarity, a lot of time for deep understanding, and a lot of time of figuring out where we want to go from here. So looking at the outcome for you, 4 of Pentacles, I think that this person you've been separated from is somebody you've genuinely always continued to hold on to. I don't think you've let them go. I think that it's a person you've always held out on because you knew that inevitably you'd probably reconnect with them, and then, you know, things would resurface and you'd have a conversation with them. So I think that if there's any time period for that conversation to happen, the next 24 hours definitely looks to be the next kind of period. I will say, in terms of timing, it could be even extended up to 72 hours. So within the next 3 days or so, you know, if you've been separate from someone and you want to reach out to them, maybe reconnect again, kind of work on things, I wouldn't hesitate to do so if you want to reach out to them. Keep in mind though too, if you're not reaching out to them, they could be reaching out to you in this 72-hour period, okay? So interesting, Gemini. Definitely a time for conflict resolution. I feel that showing up here. And in terms of separation, could be a couple months to a year if you haven't talked to this person. I don't feel like it's much more longer than that. It could be, but I think the general amount of Geminis that are dealing with separation, this is probably somebody you haven't either talked to or been around for the past, you know, couple months to a year, I would say the least, okay? All right, though, Geminis. Yeah, could be a time for conflict resolution and reconnection with somebody, especially if there's been separation. All right, Gems? Cool. Take it if it resonates. Leave it if it doesn't. But thanks, guys, for tuning in here nonetheless. Really love and appreciate you, Team Gemini. All right? All right, everybody. We're going to keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Thank you for stopping on by. And with that all being said, guys, thank you all so much for coming out here to the daily reading. Love and appreciate each and every single one of you. Hope you had fun here today, everybody, and I hope you had a great time. Do want to take some time here real quick to thank you all for being here with much love and appreciation. Thanks for coming out. Of course, I do always want to say thank you, everybody, for those of you that sent in donations today, guys. That helps out a lot more than you all know, so I appreciate your generosity, and thank you so much for that. Of course, for anybody who's here, if you enjoyed today's video, hit that like button, and if you're new here, consider subscribing. If you fuck with the channel and you fuck with the vibes, come on down and subscribe, baby. I'd be more than happy to have you. As always, I want to give a special thanks to my members, my moderators, and everybody a part of the community. You guys are awesome, so thank you. And thanks, Sephra. Good luck shopping yet. Thanks. I'll try. We'll see what happens. Hopefully, I can get at least a decent pair of pants. We'll see what goes on, though, because I'm so not a fan of brick and mortar shopping. I'd rather be online. That's just how I am, though. Anyhow, everybody, I love you. A couple of updates real quick. I'm posting up tomorrow the mid-month check-in for all the signs. So the mid-month check-in for every Zodiac will be out. So feel free to check it out. It'll probably be uploaded somewhere around like 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you want to go ahead and check out your reading for the mid-month portion, that'll be available tomorrow. Yearly readings are coming in the style soon, so that's what I'm working on soon, or that's what I'm going to start working on soon. I got like an interesting spread that I made for it, so I'm excited to do that spread. I think it's going to be pretty cool. And yeah, with that all being said, though, I think that's all the updates. Personal readings, guys, head over to my website if you want to get one. You can book me there at CancerMoonsTarot.com if you would like a reading. And yeah, I think we're good. All right, guys, happy Wednesday, happy hump day, everybody. Take care, be well, and guys, I'll see you in the next one. Much love, and have yourselves a good one. Peace.